This week on The Dish, Chef Erik Ramirez. With more than 5 restaurants under his culinary belt, he's a creative force behind the cult hits Llama in New York, London, and Madrid, where he's helping to redefine Peruvian cuisine. We sat down with him at his latest New York culinary adventure, Papa San, where he's creating a very personal menu. Perched between the soaring glass skyscrapers of New York's Hudson Yards, you'll find Papa San.
Okay, let's go, muscle table 24.
A Peruvian izakaya modeled after traditional Japanese post-work watering holes.
We wanted to embody what the idea of an izakaya is, to feel the atmosphere, what it represents. You can come here with a group of friends, you can come here for a day, you can come here after work, and just have a good time.
Thank you so much.
The concept, a nod to Chef Erik Ramirez's great-grandfather, who migrated from Japan to Peru.
One way to really learn about your heritage, I think, is through food. I didn't really grow up exposed to the Nikkei part of my life, but I had an opportunity to cook it. So I was like, let me dive into that, right?
It's almost like in exploring all these cuisines, you're kind of exploring yourself.
It's an exploration of identity.
An exploration that's found Ramirez reimagining and elevating Peruvian food.
This is the tri-tip.
That includes the Wagyu tri-tip, grilled over Binchotan-style charcoal Ramirez sources from Japan.
What's great about this charcoal is it creates the sear pretty quickly.
Odorless and nearly smokeless, it can burn for hours without imparting flavor.
When you sometimes put things over American charcoal, and the fat drips on it, it catches on fire.
Yes.
That doesn't happen with this charcoal.
His menu's a celebration of the country's rich diversity from the Andes to the Amazon. Indigenous ingredients blended with African, Chinese, Japanese, and Spanish cuisines.
You can see so many different influences throughout the culture, and especially with the food.
Especially with the food. I think that's why it's so delicious, because, you pull from each culture.
A love of cooking wasn't always so clear for Ramirez, who grew up in a largely Peruvian New Jersey community. An uncle planted the bug when he was a teen.
He lived in Louisiana, in Grand Isle, Louisiana, and I'd go visit him like summers. His hobby was cooking, and he made it really fun, right? He turned it into something that wasn't always for necessity.
Yes.
It was something because he really enjoyed doing.
After a combined decade working in some of New York's top kitchens, a friend reached out about a new restaurant opening with a focus on Latin cuisine.
And I was like, I'm not too familiar with that style of food.
Even though it's what you grew up eating.
Yeah, well, I grew up eating Peruvian food, right?
Yeah.
And I never really looked at it as this is really cool food that I want to do. All the Peruvian restaurants that you would find were very homey restaurants, very traditional, not perceived in the way that at that time, the French or American or Japanese restaurants were being looked at.
Yeah.
But it was wanting to better understand the region's varied cuisines, as well as his own roots, that pushed him to return to Peru as an adult.
What I experienced was something that I've never experienced before. I was exposed to ingredients that I've never had in my entire life. It was more composed dishes, focused on ingredients and flavor, right? It was a very modern way of cooking.
Ramirez wanted to bring that approach stateside. At our table, that means a mix of robust flavors.
Can I just go for it?
Just go for it.
We started with a crispy maki roll, topped with a blue crab salad,
This is delicious.
and tossed in a mixture of Peruvian chilies, sesame seeds, and lime juice. Also, a scallop ceviche served with dragon fruit and marinated in a creamy yuzu koshu sauce.
This sauce we call leche de tigre, and for us, it's the most important part of the dish, right? It really wraps everything together.
Oh my gosh. This is mind-blowing. This is really good. It has almost a zing to it.
That's the yuzu kosho, little spiciness at the end.
Yes.
Yeah.
His menu, a fusion of flavors that's woven throughout.
So when you were putting together this menu, did you think, okay, I gotta do 50% Peruvian, 50% Japanese, or is there a perfect ratio?
There's no formula, and it's having an idea and just being Peruvian and just being used to cooking that way, you find influences that, just naturally find itself into the dish, right? And then being in the concept, you have to stay true to what that is.
A hearty stew from Peru's coast with grouper, shrimp, and clams. The parihuela is served with miso, mirin, and sake.
You're gonna love this.
And
Do you like
so-
spicy?
I do.
Yeah.
How spicy is spicy?
Spicy.
All right, let's see. I don't know. Do you like? I need milk, kind of spicy, or like?
No. It's.
Are you
we,
using a
we,
soup?
we like to say pica rico, like it's delicious spicy.
Okay. Ooh, this feels like something you would eat at home.
This is very homey.
Yeah.
This is comforting. You know, I want the food to be comforting as well.
And one of Papa San's biggest hits, the eel pizza, a flavor bomb of umami.
You're in New York. People love pizza. So when you already attach the word pizza to something, it's like, oh, I know what that is.
Yeah. People have a buy-in for pizza.
You know, and then we put eel on it. We put eel, mushrooms, mushroom cream. You have pecorino mozzarella, chili oil, the unagi sauce from the eel, sesame seed scallions.
This is delicious.
You know, we go to like your neighborhood pizzerias. You always find like the barbecue chicken pizza. That's kind of like where it came from a little bit. Instead of barbecue chicken, we did barbecue eel. I think it really encompasses what this concept is.
It's a culinary identity he's now firmly planted his feet in.
I can imagine, though, when you said you opened the doors of the very first one, that you didn't know if people would receive it well.
Yeah, we really believed in something, and it resonated, you know. And like, I think we've made a name for Peruvian food in New York, and we've elevated it, and the things that we wanted to do, we were able to do, and we accomplished them.
You know, there is a real sense of pride in how you see yourself and your heritage, and to be able to transform his own vision and then work to elevate how Peruvian food is seen, not only in Peru, but in the United States is just incredible. I loved seeing it, and I love tasting it.
And this is clearly a cornucopia of what he brings to the table.
Oh, it's so colorful and delicious. A lot of robust flavors here. We have the eel pizza that we had. That is really like the game changer for them. That's what everyone goes for, much like barbecue chicken pizza. And we have the maki roll, as well as wagyu maki, bok choy salad, and cold noodles. So
Okay, dig in.
All
I'll
right.
read my teas.